Jennie Allen, Find Your People, Building Deep Community in a Lonely World. Embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery and authentic connection with Jennie Allen's Find Your People, Building Deep Community in a Lonely World. This summary will explore the power of true friendships and the essential role of community in our lives. Unravel the importance of vulnerability, the steps to achieve genuine connection, and strategies to overcome obstacles in relationships. You will also learn practical ways to integrate meaningful interactions in your everyday life, driven by a special mission embedded within your faith. Dive into an enlightening narrative that promises to reveal the path to deep, intentional connections with others.
Embracing genuine connections. Our modern lifestyle often keeps us isolated, leading to loneliness and longing for deep friendships. The good news is that we're designed to connect with others. The key to creating meaningful relationships lies in recognizing this need and actively pursuing connections to form a supportive community that battles life's challenges together while rejoicing in each other's presence. How often do you find yourself spending evenings and weekends glued to screens, seeking solace in the virtual world while grappling with a void inside, craving real human connection? You're not alone in this predicament. According to Cigna's research, about 3 out of every 5 Americans experience chronic loneliness. Many yearn for the kind of friendships portrayed in TV shows like Friends and Cheers, where people share a deep connection, spontaneously burst into laughter over pizza, and face life's challenges head-on with unwavering support. Contrary to prevailing cynicism, such friendships aren't illusory. Jennie Allen believes we're hardwired for meaningful connection, an innate need embedded in us by our Creator. The idea of God, who is intrinsically relational in nature due to the unity of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, exemplifies that we, too, are meant to be in harmony with one another. So, why do we find ourselves miles apart despite the innate desire to connect? The root lies in the enemy, who seeks to spread discord and obstruct the manifestation of God's glory through the power of community. To bridge this rift, we need to counteract the adversary by purposefully building and nurturing connections with one another. This starts with surrendering ourselves to God, asking for divine guidance to find the right companions who will accompany us in the struggle against darkness and help create a purpose-driven community. To attain a profound, intentional, and enduring bond, Allen outlines a 5-step approach on how to discover your tribe, deepen connections, and persist even in the face of adversity. Together, we can inhabit a world where harmonious relationships become a beacon of hope, love, and fulfillment. Building meaningful friendships. Is your busy life preventing you from forming lasting friendships? Let go of that illusion and start cultivating deeper connections. Begin by noticing who's already in front of you, take the initiative in starting a friendship, and facilitate great conversations. You'll soon discover that building meaningful bonds is simpler than you think. We often feel that our hectic lives prevent us from forging lasting friendships. In truth, this perceived busyness is just an illusion. You don't have to go out of your way to make friends. Chances are, there are plenty of potential companions already in your life. The key is to invite them in and foster deeper relationships. How can you achieve this? Follow these 3 essential steps. 1. Notice who's already right in front of you. Pay attention to individuals you see regularly at various venues, be it school, church, work, your neighborhood, or social gatherings. Consider who you enjoy being around, those with whom you share common interests, and the ones genuinely interested in you. List about 10 names, and pray over them, asking for guidance to narrow down the list to around 5 people with whom you can pursue deeper connections. 2. Take the initiative. Once you've identified potential friends, don't hesitate to take the first step in forging a friendship. Sure, it can be awkward, but remember, genuine connections won't happen if you just sit around waiting. Be deliberate and consistent in initiating contact and conversation. You could seek advice from a wise teacher, express gratitude to your cheerful neighbor, or collaborate with a passionate coworker. 3. Start great conversations. many people find it challenging to move beyond superficial discussions, sticking to safe topics like children or other lighthearted subjects. However, if you aim to genuinely know someone, you must ask more intentional questions. For example, try asking, "What are you longing for?" or "What is making you anxious?" The key is listening and providing support without attempting to fix their problems. A simple, "I'm sorry," or "What do you need from me right now?" can show empathy and solidify your bond with your new friend. It's easy to stay caught up in the whirlwind of life, maintaining shallow connections and avoiding deeper friendships. However, by noticing those already in your life, taking the initiative to start friendships, and engaging in meaningful conversations, you can break the cycle and form lasting, fulfilling relationships. Embracing vulnerability in friendships. In an interaction between Jennie Allen and her friend Jessica, Jessica expressed her desire for Allen to need her more, highlighting the importance of vulnerability and transparency in friendships. Allen, like many of us, often hesitated to open up because of past experiences and fear of judgment. Vulnerability is crucial in developing true intimacy, and real friendships are not only built on shared joys but also an understanding of each other's struggles. To foster deeper connections, having intentional, uninterrupted conversations can create space for vulnerability. While there's always a chance of getting hurt, vulnerability is the key to meaningful relationships instead of isolation and constant self-protection. Jennie Allen began to tear up when her close friend, Jessica, shared her honest feelings about their friendship. She asked for something Allen wasn't sure she could provide: vulnerability and the need for one another. Allen, like many people, had been hurt in the past when being open with others and consequently built walls to protect herself. However, Allen understood that being vulnerable is vital in forging true, intimate connections with the people around her. To form authentic friendships, we must not only share our joys but also be open about our messy lives, including marital conflicts, parenting challenges, and personal struggles. It's crucial to take the risk of being known and held accountable to experience genuine connections. Creating a safe space for vulnerability can be accomplished through intentional conversations with friends. Plan an uninterrupted get-together where both can delve into deep, personal discussions. Expressing the desire to share ongoing life challenges invites vulnerability and sets the stage for a meaningful exchange. Just remember that the other person will only open up as much as you do. Embracing vulnerability carries the inherent risk of getting hurt. However, it is a necessary element of true friendships and a far better alternative to remaining isolated, constantly self-protecting, and never being genuinely known and understood by others. Embracing accountability. Allen's adopted son, Cooper, learned a valuable lesson from a village elder in Rwanda, understanding the importance of accountability. In contrast to Western culture, which often avoids embracing accountability, Rwandans hold each other responsible for their actions. To grow as individuals, we must identify those who can provide us with wisdom and guidance, give them permission to speak truth into our lives, and be open to sharing our vulnerabilities. During a visit to his birthplace in Rwanda, Allen's adopted son, Cooper, was pulled aside by Pastor Fred, a village elder. Cooper was showing off in front of local children, missing a chance to learn from them. The village elder explained that, like Jesus, Cooper should take an interest in the lives of others, and understand that everyone is special. In Rwanda, elders often co-parent children, holding each other accountable to Jesus' standards. This sense of communal responsibility creates a supportive environment where growth and learning can happen. In Western societies, however, individualism and avoidance of accountability often hinder personal growth. Accountability is essential for personal development. Allowing others to provide guidance about our behavior helps us become the best versions of ourselves. As stated in Proverbs 27 verse 17, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." To be receptive to this idea, consider who among your friends, mentors, or acquaintances possesses the wisdom to help you grow. Once you've identified these individuals, grant them permission to speak openly and honestly about your life. Regularly ask them for feedback on areas where you need improvement and for guidance on adopting practices that can lead to growth. Crucially, request that they hold you accountable for change. To foster reciprocity, offer to hold them accountable as well. Embracing accountability requires sharing personal vulnerabilities, which may feel uncomfortable at first. While there are risks associated with opening ourselves up, the benefits of personal growth and transformation far outweigh those risks. By developing a network of trust and guidance, we can unlock our full potential and make meaningful strides toward becoming our best selves. Reconnect and unite under purpose. The transition from close-knit communities to the industrial era and the rise of virtual connections separated various aspects of people's lives. Today, it's important to unite these facets under a common mission, such as sharing love or spirituality. Engaging in meaningful interactions in everyday situations, like speaking with your cashier, can counter the current individualistic culture. Assess your time allocation and make room for deliberate friendships and purposeful interactions to enrich your life and restore balance between work, home, and spiritual well-being. In earlier times, communities were tight-knit and governed by each day's natural cycle. However, with industrialization, people gravitated toward cities to pursue work and distanced themselves from their families and close friends. This shift in priorities led to a focus on work rather than home, as technological advancements enabled long hours regardless of the sun's presence. Over time, city dwellers migrated to suburbs, further distancing their work and home lives, and decreasing social engagement. Fast forward to today, virtual connections through social media trump genuine human interaction, and we compartmentalize our lives into separate domains like work, home, and spirituality. A solution to reignite these connections is to resist this fragmentation and unite your life's facets under a common purpose, such as spreading love and kindness or nurturing your faith with others. By doing so, you'll cultivate relationships with shared goals and a deeper sense of belonging. For those practicing a faith like Christianity, you already possess a mission and a community in your local church that encompasses your purpose. Recognize every moment and interaction contributes to an enriched life, as well as serves a higher purpose. Seize daily opportunities to connect and encourage genuine connection with others, even in mundane moments like striking up a conversation with a cashier. To effectively balance work, home life, and spirituality, evaluate how you devote your time, identifying potential adjustments to create space for purposeful interactions and friendships. Make room for activities like joining clubs, volunteering, or sharing moments with the people in your life. Doing so nurtures your personal growth while enhancing a sense of belonging within your community. Navigating healthy conflict. It's essential to acknowledge that conflicts are an unavoidable part of friendships. They can make relationships stronger if handled with caution. To ensure healthy conflict, give others the benefit of the doubt and communicate openly. Be quick to apologize, take responsibility, and strive for peace in all situations. Embrace the inconvenience of resolving conflicts as it ultimately leads to the most rewarding aspects of friendships. In the course of any friendship, disagreements are bound to happen. However, it's important to remember that conflict doesn't have to be detrimental to a relationship. Instead, it can be an opportunity for growth and a testament to your dedication in maintaining the bond. Disagreements provide valuable insights into how we can better support our loved ones and ourselves. Take, for example, author Jennie Allen, who encounters conflict within her community almost every week. This is not an issue because their connections are anchored in their shared faith and forgiveness. They look beyond personal disappointments to find unity in a higher purpose. It's worth discussing some practical tips for dealing with conflict in friendships healthily. Start by granting your friends the benefit of the doubt. Misunderstandings can often arise from simple miscommunications, so avoid jumping to negative conclusions. If you find it difficult to move on from a troubling situation, openly discuss it with the person involved, allowing them to clarify their intentions. Avoid letting negative feelings fester. Being quick to apologize is also crucial, even if you believe you were in the right. Instead of defending yourself, genuinely express your regret and ask how you can make amends. Acknowledging another person's feelings is key to maintaining a healthy relationship. Lastly, make an effort to be a peacemaker. Strive to resolve any issues promptly instead of letting them escalate. As the saying goes, choose your battles wisely and aim to live in harmony with everyone around you. In today's world, it's increasingly common to avoid conflict by distancing ourselves or cutting ties. However, embracing the challenges of resolving disagreements and investing in our relationships ultimately leads to the most fulfilling aspects of our friendships, such as shared laughter, hopes, and dreams.
Throughout our Find Your People, we've delved into Jennie Allen's compelling insights on building an authentic and deep community in our lives. Heartfelt connections are the bedrock of a fulfilling life, and by dismantling walls of isolation, you can create lasting bonds with others. Recalling the 5-pronged approach, you now have the tools to identify potential friends, foster open communication, maintain accountability, integrate your life spheres under a shared mission, and navigate conflicts constructively. By embracing the transformative power of community, you not only defy the darkness that seeks to divide but also open the door to steadfast friendship and spiritual growth.